All right, we should be live. Welcome back to the Vol Talk podcast. I'm currently going live solo for the first time ever. So if something breaks, it's totally on me tonight. Blake is currently asleep halfway across the world. So I'm going live by myself to break the Joey Aguilar news. I'm a bit late because I was having some technical difficulties. But we are live now. So Joey Aguilar has been officially named the starting quarterback for the Tennessee Vols in the 2025 season. So that's very interesting. I mean, me and Blake literally just got done talking today about Aguilar kind of trending to be the starter. And they officially named him the starter on a Sunday night when nobody was ready for it, including Vol Talk. So I am interested to see what people's thoughts are. If some people hop in the chat here, who knows if anyone's going to watch. The camera view is not the best because of the solo shot. Um, but yeah, Aguilar is officially QB1. And it's going to be interesting. I mean, the whole storyline with basically essentially trading Aguilar or with UCLA, Aguilar with Nico. It's interesting, man. It's finally, you know, it's finally official. Aguilar's QB1 beat out Jake Merklinger for the job. Um, so yeah, I'm very curious to hear what people's thoughts are. My thoughts are I am starting to lean towards, maybe it's the optimist in me coming out before the season starts, but I'm starting to lean towards Heupel being able to coach the turnovers out of Aguilar. That's been his main problem. That was his main problem at App State. If he can coach the turnovers out of Aguilar and just keep the big play potential, then it's going to be interesting. I think the ceiling of the offense is going to be raised in 2025. I really do. I think the offense is going to be better because really it couldn't get much worse from last season. I mean, last year's offense was the worst under the Heupel era. So I think Aguilar will make it better. I do. I think Aguilar will be better than Nico. And we talked about today on the live show. If anyone missed it, what's up, Lynn, in the chat? Let's go, Joey. He's my new favorite quarterback. Same here, Lynn. That's exactly how I feel, man. I mean, once he's named our guy, he's our guy. Um, and me and Blake were literally just talking on the live show today about I'm curious to see how long the leash for Aguilar is. Like if he's like going to be the guy through the ups and downs this season, no matter what happens, or if he plays bad at week 1 against Syracuse, are they going to be looking to Merklinger pretty soon? But it really felt like Aguilar the whole way. I don't know how you all feel, but it really felt like Aguilar the whole way since the start of camp. It seemed like he kind of won over the locker room. I mean, that was the reports immediately that Aguilar won over the locker room. Teammates love him. He's a great leader in the locker room, and it seemed like the coaching staff loved him as well. And it's impressive. I mean, it's impressive when you think about it because he literally got here in June. Like he just got here and he immediately won the starting job. It's a pretty impressive. I think it just speaks to his leadership, and he's clearly picking up on the offense pretty quickly. What's up, Ryan? Ryan's joining the chat, says go Vols. Appreciate you watching, Ryan, and sorry for the janky setup. We got a solo setup today, so I appreciate y'all watching. Blake is currently asleep, so he is not able to join, and Dakota's about to go to sleep. So it's just me tonight, just because I feel like we had to bring the news. Aguilar's officially the starter. So if you're watching, appreciate you watching, first of all. If you could, like, sub, all that. But most importantly, get in the chat. I want to hear what y'all think about Aguilar being QB1 because yeah, it's been the main storyline of our channel and of the 2025 Tennessee Vols basically this whole offseason is who's going to play quarterback for Josh Heupel. So very curious to see how he plays. I mean, we're going to see in 13 days. We got Syracuse, man. 13 days. Dakota's hopping here in the chat. Time for the fan base to get behind Aguilar and see what he can do. Totally agree. I'm interested to. I think Vol Nation will get behind him. I think that's just how Vol Nation is, dude. I think we all know too. If he doesn't play well, then people might jump ship pretty early. But that's just how we are. Lynn's dropping another chat. With better protection and better receivers, he will be better than Nico. He was better than Nico last year with a bad offensive line and awful receivers. Lynn, that's a fantastic point. I mean, Dakota and I were literally just talking about this off stream that I just don't see like what position group are we looking at in the 2025 Tennessee offense and saying, "Oh, that's for sure worse than last year," because I'm not positive there is one. Of course, you're replacing Dylan Sampson, so you have to replace a fantastic, VFL legend in Dylan Sampson at the running back position. But when you look at every other position group offensively, I mean, the offensive line should be better. The receivers should be better. Another year of development for Mike Matthews and Braylon Staley, and then the true freshman receivers coming in as well that have impressed. Amari Jefferson in the portal, who's impressed from Alabama, two-sport athlete that was I think committed to play baseball at some point in college. So yeah, I just think the receivers will be better, and I think the offensive line will be better. So I think Aguilar is going to at least produce more than Nico did in the offense last year. I think the passing offense is going to be much improved. Which is interesting. I mean, I just have felt that way for a while now because I mean, we all remember last season. We all remember the three straight games without scoring a point in the first half. It was bad at points last year. And I think it's been a couple years now where our receiving core has kind of not lived up to expectations. I think that changes this year, dude. I think our receiving core is going to finally kind of I don't know if exceed expectations, but at least meet expectations, because there's a ton of potential in this receiving core. So curious to see how that plays out. And again, appreciate everyone watching. This is not the typical setup. If you're new here, usually I have my brother as the host, the co-host of this show, and the camera angles look a lot better. But today I'm going solo because that's what we got this evening. They just dropped this news at the most inconvenient time at like 9 o'clock on a Sunday, which was very interesting. But I'm excited, man. Like I feel like it's officially time, right? It's officially football time in Tennessee. They're going to start week 1 prep for Syracuse, like that. They're fully into that now. And yeah, I'm just excited to see how this season goes down. We have the season preview coming up next Sunday at 11:30 a.m. We've been plugging that a lot. Hopefully some of you all can join for that show. It's going to be really fun. We're going position by position and breaking down the 2025 Vols. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. But yeah, Joey Aguilar is officially the guy. Again, beat out Jake Merklinger. It was expected when he transferred here. He just has the experience, and that's what people have been pointing to. But I think for me, it's been more the intangibles than the experience, because it's experience. It's like it feels like that's kind of just like it's a lame reason to win a job for me, and it's important, but it's like guys aren't going to get experience until they're finally given the opportunity to play. But Aguilar, to me, what put him in front in this QB battle was the intangibles. Like immediately, within a month of being on campus, became friends with like all of his teammates. Kitzelman really emphasized that during SC Media Days. We covered that when it happened. He basically said that Aguilar became best friends with everyone on the team. That's insanely impressive to me. So I think the intangibles of Aguilar is what really put him ahead in this battle. And yeah, I mean, we're going to see how he looks in this offense. It's going to be very, very interesting. And we're going to know early. Like we all know week 3, we got Georgia, right? And that Georgia game, Blake made a fantastic point earlier on the show that like we're going to be kind of on the edge of our seat, especially at the quarterback position until Georgia. Like, because if Aguilar doesn't look good against Georgia, there might be some fans, calling for his head. We'll see, but yeah. I mean, I'm curious what you all think. If you think Aguilar is going to raise the ceiling of the offense, like I've been saying, compared to Nico last year, because yeah, I just feel like he's going to be better. And Lynn made a great point in the chat that, I mean, Aguilar statistics wise was better than Nico last season. And people are bringing up how Nico only threw like 9 touchdowns in SEC play and all that. I just think that's going to be better this year. Yeah, it is a tougher schedule because we get Alabama and Florida on the road. And Aguilar hasn't really played in those kind of environments. So that's going to be interesting to see how he responds to that. But yeah, I think the offense is going to be better in 2025. And we got our guy. We got our guy, Vol Nation. So I don't know how long I'm going to stream here. It's probably going to be pretty short stream since we're going solo here. But yeah, again, Yeah, it's that Syracuse game is going to be huge. We're like 14-point favorites right now. I just want to see the offense get back to that explosive offense that we saw Heupel's first couple years here. Even in 2023, it wasn't as explosive as the first 2 years, in my opinion, because obviously because Hendon Hooker was the big reason there. But even I mean last year again I've emphasized this was his worst year, like Heupel's worst year offensively since being here. So yeah, I want to see that change. I want to get back to the explosive plays. We all saw the clip of Nico missing throw after throw last year. Probably missed at least 10 deep balls that should have been touchdowns. We all saw that. I think Aguilar hits those, man. I think Aguilar hits those. For fans that are kind of newer to the our pod, I sometimes bring up PFF data. I like some of their data, and I like to use that in some of my analysis. If you look at Aguilar as a player, he has a high big time throw percentage, and basically what a big time throw is for PFF is the best throws in football. It's the deep balls that are under pressure that he hits on in stride, things like that. He has an insanely high big time throw percentage, way higher than Nico last year. And again, bringing up Lynn's point in the chat with better receivers, better offensive line play for Nico over Aguilar because he's playing at App State. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm excited about that because Heupel was able to scheme up wide open wide receivers, and I think what we needed last year was a guy to hit those passes, and we didn't have that. And I think Aguilar is going to bring that to the offense. Um, so, but we'll see. We'll see. That's the fun thing about football. We get to see. We get to play on the field, and we'll be here all along the way next season. Again, if you're new to the pod, anyone watching, basically what we'll do during the season is we'll do game reviews and game previews. So we'll review and preview every single game. Our schedule's a little wonky this year, but maybe we'll do one-off streams like this if something crazy happens. We beat an Alabama or a Florida or whatever, but yeah, I want y'all's opinions in the comments even after the live stream. Do have a few viewers in here, so I appreciate those who are watching. But if you're watching after the fact, again, I want to emphasize this camera. This camera angle looks a little weird because half my head's cut off. It's not typically like this. But yeah, again, my co-host is currently asleep across the world, so he has no idea yet. Blake's gonna wake up to the Aguilar news in this Vol Talk clip that Joey Aguilar is QB1. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't have too much more to say other than we got to see. And I'm not, listen, we try to be level headed on our show and be honest with what we think. I'm not predicting Aguilar to win the Heisman. I'm not predicting him to break records, but I will say I think the ceiling's pretty high. I do. I think the ceiling's pretty high. And so I think it could go well, but again, we have to wait and see, and we'll know a lot more after week one, and we'll know. I won't say pretty much everything, but when he plays Georgia, we'll have a very good sense of what Aguilar is going to lead us to this season. So, yeah, I still have people watching. I really appreciate y'all watching. Again, if you're new here or you're tuning in, I'd love to hear what y'all think to get a dialogue going in the chat here. But yeah, I'm overall I'm optimistic. Do I think we'll make the playoffs again under Aguilar? It's tough. I mean, I'm not going to give away my prediction just yet. You'll have to watch the season preview, but I think it's definitely possible. Dakota and I kind of discussed playoff scenarios a couple shows ago, just kind of discussing what our chances are, what would it take for us to make the playoffs, and we basically came to the conclusion that you have to win one of the big three games, which is at Florida, at Alabama, and against Georgia at home in week 3. And you have to take care of the rest, which, Heupel hasn't always done. We know that. At Arkansas and at South Carolina, y'all know those games just as well as I do. Not fun times, but I think this year he is set up pretty good to take care of those road games that he's struggled with in the past. I mean, we have at Mississippi State, at Kentucky, very winnable games. I think the only other game on the schedule that I would circle is Oklahoma at home. So who knows, man? If he can win one of those big three games, and then maybe we're in the playoffs again. We'll see, but Yeah, Aguilar QB1. It is official. The QB battle is officially over. Um, and I'm curious to see how long he lasts. If he's the starter all year, I think he will be. I really do. I think he will be. I think he's gonna play well. I do. Again, I'm not picking him to win the Heisman, but he will be good. I believe, and I think he'll be better than Nico. That's one thing. I mean, I think all of us as Tennessee fans want that, right? We want him to be better than Nico. We'll all be hate watching UCLA this year, and of course rooting on our Vols, but anyway, y'all, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream. The chat's not going. I do have people watching, so I really appreciate y'all watching. The Louisville fans who are watching Vol Talk on 10 p.m. on the Sunday night before work. So I really appreciate y'all watching. And yeah, this clip will be up to rewatch. But I didn't want to go too long here. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you could please like and sub. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us. We've had a ton of support on the channel recently. Blake has been emphasizing that, and I'd like to emphasize it here too because I really appreciate it. It's really cool to be able to talk Tennessee football and Tennessee sports in general. We cover all sports here: baseball, basketball. We go year round. It's just fun to have a community to talk sports with, especially Tennessee sports, since we all love Tennessee here. So really appreciate the support on all the recent live streams and videos and clips. We were going to have a Aguilar clip go out this week about him trending to be the starter. I don't know if we'll do that now since he's officially the starter. Kind of ruined our plans with that. Maybe this will be the clip. But yeah, thank you all for watching. And again, I will plug one more time. Y'all might be annoyed of hearing me say this, but 11:30, August 24th, season preview. We're gonna go long that show. That show is probably gonna be a 2.5 hour show. So even if you're in church early morning on Sunday at 11:30, we'll probably still be live at 2 o'clock. To be completely honest with you, so if you could stop by for that, we'd really appreciate it. And let us know your predictions for the season. Let us know what you think of Aguilar, what he's going to do. I'm going to save my in-depth predictions for that season preview. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and